The GBI director says his longtime chief medical examiner has announced his retirement. The director says Dr. Kris Sperry is embarrassed over findings that he claimed to be working at the GBI when he was actually working a second job.
Well, Dr. Sperry's second job as an expert witness in court was the subject of a Fox 5 I-Team investigation 6 years ago now. A senior I-Team reporter, Dale Russell, joins us, and he says new accusations led to Dr. Sperry's retirement. Dale?
Russ, that's right. In 2009, we examined Dr. Sperry's second job as an expert witness. GBI Director Vernon Keenan vowed at the time to keep Dr. Sperry's extra work under control. But that all exploded recently with the devastating investigation by the Atlanta Journal-Constitution that found Dr. Sperry claimed to be working for the state when he was off on his second job, 67 times since 2010.
I don't think you ought to have government agencies testifying against other government agencies.
6 years ago, the Fox 5 I-Team traveled to Southeast, documenting Georgia's chief medical examiner, Dr. Kris Sperry's second job. Sperry was an expert witness, at times for accused killers, including a convicted cop killer in Tennessee.
It makes me mad.
Why?
It just ain't right.
I felt like we'd been sandbagged.
We found Dr. Sperry appeared to have violated GBI policy that prohibited him from contradicting other local medical examiners.
In my opinion, she did not die as a consequence of any abusive or inflicted injuries,
including one high-profile murder case in which he contradicted the Gwinnett County medical examiner's findings, testimony that outraged District Attorney Danny Porter.
I thought it was a conflict of interest then, and I still think it's a conflict of interest.
I told him to follow the agency policy and not to deviate from that.
At the time of our report, GBI Director Vernon Keenan defended Dr. Sperry and says he felt Dr. Sperry would follow strict new outside employment policies he put in place.
Dr. Sperry has been very careful in what he was doing in the outside employment area.
Now 6 years later, Dr. Sperry has abruptly announced his retirement, a decision that follows an Atlanta Journal-Constitution investigation that found Dr. Sperry was testifying as an expert witness while his timesheet showed he was at work at the GBI.
I do not believe that there was any intent to commit a crime here or to defraud the state. I believe it is sloppy record keeping.
Director Keenan reviewed Dr. Sperry's timesheets following the newspaper's report and found inaccuracies. The GBI docked the chief medical examiner 5.5 weeks leave.
He has been very embarrassed and remorseful.
Keenan says though he believes Dr. Sperry made an honest mistake, he's turned over all his findings to the Attorney General's office for further review. You've worked with Dr. Sperry a long time. Is this tough for you personally?
Absolutely. Dr. Sperry is a brilliant doctor. He has national reputation, and I regret that his retirement is based on, my view, sloppy record keeping and a lack of attention to detail.
Vernon Keenan says he's already short-staffed in the medical examiner's office. He's down 2 spots. He plans to announce a new chief medical examiner soon and says he has talented doctors at the GBI to choose from.
Thank you, Dale.